Hello dear students and teachers. It is an honor for this team to present our evidence topic, Structuralism. We put a lot of effort and enthusiasm. We hope you like it, and first we will start with some concepts related to Structuralism.
Thanks. Now, knowledge. Knowledge is a familiarity, awareness, or understanding of something or someone. It's much as a complex concept. We can say that knowledge is a construction of your own reality.
Thanks. Another very important concept, social sciences. But what even are they? Social sciences are a group of disciplines which are dedicated to studying society in general and from different points of view. This range of science also studies how people interact with each other, how they behave, how they develop as a culture, and how they interact with the world around them. Social sciences include anthropology, economics, political science, sociology, and social psychology. Now, let's get into another concept, shall we?
Context. Context comes from the Latin of how something is made. It was first used to talk about writing, but now it's used to talk about any circumstance in which something is happening. You might say that you can understand what is going on without knowing the context.
Anthropology. The word anthropology comes from the Greek anthropos, that means man, and logos, that means study. This is a science that studies the human behavior in a social characters, and it also studies individual cultures in a society. The anthropologists make a special emphasis on the language, the kinship patterns, and the cultural artifacts. Additionally, it also studies the evolution of humanity along with their cultural manifestations.
Oh, thanks. Society. What is society? Society is a group of people involved with each other through persistent relations or a large social grouping sharing the same geographical or social territory, typically subject to the same political authority and dominant cultural expectations.
Introduction. We have been learning lots of theories of our society in this semester, but today we're going to be hearing about the structuralism theory. This theory began on the 20th century by the works of French anthropologist Claude Lévi-Strauss.
He conceptualized the idea that there are many universal structures in our human mind, which operates on binary positions. He theorized that these structures were built by folklore and myths. This is just introduction. Let's keep diving ourselves on this topic just to clear with it.
Structuralism proposes that every and many cultural aspects such as myths, stories, language, structures, or behavior are common in every human civilization, and that these structures are part of a wider system. For example, all Greek, Roman, and Egyptian cultures had the idea that before everything was created or everything was born, there was only chaos and darkness. How could you say that all these three cultures got the same idea? Is there a defined structure or system that lives in our minds?
Many things that also cause intrigue in these ancient societies is that the vast majority had to create a god to be able to explain everything that happened at the creation of the world, animals, and the human species, but each one was created in its own way. In certain civilizations, they had more than one, while others only had one. But even so, their gods used to be similar in many ways, such as a good god or a one who punishes. Also gods who give and who take away, but all societies had that in common.
Thanks. Now, the conclusion. In conclusion, we can tell that structuralism is a topic that needs to be studied with determination. It proposes that many cultural elements such as myths, stories, language structures, or behaviors are common to all human civilizations, and these cultural systems are part of a wider system. Even though we may not notice it, structuralism has been around us even before we realize what it is. Really, there is a lot of cultural traditions and customs which had stuck with cultures for hundreds of years and have shaped what these cultures are today. Also, remember that structuralism operates with binary oppositions.
My conclusion is that structuralism help us to understand society, and there are two theories. Many cultural elements are common to all human civilizations, and these cultural systems are part of a wider system. Help us to understand the hidden truths that make cultures unique.
So now you know about structuralism and its components. We hope you liked the video and learned about this awesome topic. From our part, it is all. See you on the next one.